Hi guys, I'm back today. I have my friend Beth. You've seen her before with doTerra. Thank you so much, Beth, for coming on the podcast today.
Thank you for having me and for having this brilliant idea. I'm really excited about the topic.
Gosh, no, I'm so excited too. So, what we are talking about today, you guys, is doTerra's brand new product, V. It's upside down. VMG Plus. And the reason I wanted to do this podcast with Beth today is because as a bariatric patient, I had bariatric surgery last year. Um, it's well known that absorption is an issue and of nutrients. And when I tried this product for the first time just a week ago, I couldn't believe how good it tasted. So you can get all your vitamins in one go. And I'm telling you, like, I'm addicted to this stuff. So I wanted to bring Beth on here to tell us all the reasons that this is the best thing since sliced bread.
Okay, super cool. So, what was exciting for me, because this came out a few weeks ago, we were at doTerra's convention where they launched the new products, and just happened to be a day where I was not feeling that great. We were traveling. I had like some bad takeout that did not agree with me, and my husband as well. We have very busy days while we're traveling for these events. And so I knew I had a lot to do and I had a headache and I was tired and I just did not feel good. I think the food maybe had MSG or something in there that didn't agree with me.
Oh, yeah.
So when we got our packets, I tried one. It's like, it's nice to be able to feel it inside of your own body, what it's doing for you. And because I was feeling so poorly, I could
Yeah.
tell right away. Like it helped my headache, it helped my energy level that same day, which I wasn't expecting. I was like, okay, because sometimes, like a lot of times, we take vitamins because we know we should. We don't actually feel anything from it.
Right.
It's easy to do. And I think that's what you're experiencing too.
Heck yes. No, that's so cool that you noticed something immediately. You guys, I have to tell you, yesterday, I took this packet 3 times. I don't think you can really overdo it, but my body was craving it. In the mornings, I mix it with my vanilla protein powder. And then I take, some of my other not vitamins, other supplements with it or prescription pills or whatever. And so that's, get your protein in right away. And it's not clumpy. It tastes like juice, like pineapple mango juice. And then when I added the vanilla protein powder to it, it's like almost like a creamy tropical shake. And, some ice cubes and just super refreshing. And then around afternoon, I start feeling like I need an energy pick me up. And instead of going for coffee, I've been going for this. It's amazing. And then last night, I had a night where I couldn't sleep. I was up till probably 12:30 a.m. But sometime late in the night, before I went to bed, I was craving another one. So I drank another glass of this right before bed. And side note on that, when you're in your 40s, suddenly you can't bounce back from lack of sleep as well. Well, this morning I woke up at 8 a.m. and I didn't even feel like I'd been up that late. Like I felt completely fine. And first thing I did again was took another one of these. So I am absolutely in love with this product.
That's awesome. So, one of the things that I'm super excited to be able to share with you today, I had a chance to hear from the creator yesterday. So, his name is Stabell. He's a scientist. His brain is just fascinating to me because he sees things like, and he's been working on this for years because sometimes they'll have an idea, but the technology doesn't quite exist yet. So they can kind of only get so far and they have to shelve it. And now the technology is here, which is that liposomal delivery. I know it's a big word,
Mhm.
but what it means is it is able to get into your cells because it is in like a fat soluble state. So your
Wow.
body's able to absorb this nutrition. That is why we're feeling what we're feeling so quickly, is because there hasn't been anything else out there available like this. And so what I wanted to ask him, because when you brought up this as being a support for the bariatric community,
Mhm.
I was like, that is a fantastic idea because we know that absorption of nutrients can be a problem afterwards. And so that's why sometimes people will deal with their hair falling out or their skin might get dry, their nails get brittle.
Yeah.
And those are all just signs that the body's lacking nutrition. So I asked him, like, specifically, when you think of the bariatric community, what do you think of as some of the benefits of this product? And he was like, oh,
He got excited.
all this stuff. So I took some notes. So
Good.
one of the things he said, first off, is it's a comprehensive nutrient support, exceptionally bioavailable in key nutrients that are known to be an issue for the bariatric community. So
Wow.
things like your A's, it has B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 12. C, it has D3, E, K2. And then the minerals part of it, it has calcium, iron, manganese, zinc, and iodine. And he said all of those address common nutrient deficiencies seen in the pediatric community. So what they are finding is with this liposomal technology, the fact that your body sees this as food, because there is actually 2 grams of protein in there
Wow.
and probiotics, so that your body recognizes this as food. And so the absorption rate is less and sometimes
Wow.
even higher. Like what they're finding with the iron is 600 times more bioavailable in this state than if you were taking it on its own. So I think that for me is part of the reason I'm feeling so much better. I've been chronically anemic since I was a teenager, being a woman and having the
Yeah.
every month. It was draining for me and I was always tired. And I think because of this high level of absorption and high level of nutrition,
Mhm.
it's filling in the gaps and it's helping with my energy, with my memory recall, which is a blessing when you're in your mid 40s. It's like my brain checked out. And so, yeah, for all of these factors, it's been wonderful.
That is so cool. So, did you say with all these vitamins, are they just are they pills that they like crumbled up, or is this actually food sourced vitamins? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's all coming from, if you look at, and I thought, I have a video where I go through this kind of more in detail, it's like 12
Yeah,
minutes.
we can
And
link it.
perfect. At the end, I've got a snapshot of, because there's 90 plus ingredients in here. I mean,
Okay.
and it's tiny, you can't see, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's coming from artichoke, from broccoli, from kale, from acai,
Nice.
from like all,
Stuff our body actually recognizes.
yeah, all kinds of berries, cherry, and fruits that, and it's because of that reason, like when you see the nutritional facts on the side of the box, it doesn't look like it has a lot compared to what we're used to seeing. Because normally
Mhm.
on vitamins, they're checking in thousands of units of things,
Right.
and that we only absorb 10 to 20% of them typically. But with these, we're actually absorbing 4, 5, and 6 times what's in there because of how it's put together and presented to the body. So the other thing about that is they don't have to overstuff it with ingredients because that can be hard on our bodies as well. So
Yeah.
it's just so easy on your body. Your body sees it as food, and we're getting the nutrition that we need in the morning in a minute. Just mix it up and go.
Yeah. No, that's so cool. And finally, something that's doTerra's never had synthetic products. In general, taking your pills, finally something that's a whole food product. It also has other ingredients in there. I don't have the list in front of me. Maybe off the top of your head, like essential oils, right? Other
Mhm.
things are checked in.
Yeah. So that's another cool thing that they're just learning more about every day. So, of course, we love essential oils. We've been using them for years for our health, for our immune system, for aches and pains, all the
Yeah.
things. But when we talk about wellness powered by essential oils, like it literally is, and they're able to see differences in the lab results because they've been doing clinical studies on the VMG and also the new omegas that they recently did. And the omegas, for instance, is how I can give the best example. They have studied the blood work of just people using the omegas by themselves, or the way they are actually presented to us is the omegas with wild orange essential oil, which you think, I mean, what all is that going to do?
Yeah.
It increases the benefits of what it's doing for blood pressure by 14%,
Wow.
lowering just because of that addition. Because in wild orange, there's a compound called limonene, which is really good for our cells and very good for the body. And so having That's why there's like just nothing like this. You've got these super high quality ingredients with
Mhm.
a liposomal technology, so it can be uptaked by your cells. And then it's powered by the essential oils, which are just boosting
Yeah.
the effects of what it's able to do.
That's so, so, so cool. Speak also, if you don't mind, to I've seen some of the combo packages with this is they also recommend like for your whole daily support, there's this, there's the omegas, and then the last product was the probiotic bottle. You know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about?
The
I
Pedialyte.
have that. Yeah, yeah, that one. Can you speak to like what why that covers all your bases between those three products?
Yes. So with these packets, the BMG, you have your vitamins, minerals, and greens. So that is filling in what we used to get out of food, what our great grandparents got out of food, but it's not what we get out of food. So that's covered with this. Then when you're taking your omegas, we're as a country and as a nation just kind of very deficient in those good fatty acids. They've done studies around the world. It's typically like only Japan that kind of comes close to the recommended daily allotment because they eat a lot more fish.
Yeah,
And so when you're deficient in the omegas, that affects cardiovascular health, it affects your brain, it affects memory. Like the the omegas are like lubrication for your body, for your arteries. It is like what helps create the roadway and
yeah.
keeping it smooth inside your body instead of having potholes and ditches and
Good
broken.
analogy.
So that's what the omegas are doing. And then the probiotics, there's been so much that has come out in the past few years about the importance of our gut health. They say, our gut is our second brain. They're actually now finding that like the health of your digestive system is one of the most important things. It's what factors mood and immune system. So it's like if you get those two things
Cute.
functioning properly. And again, because they're a science company, that probiome capsule, there's a lot going on inside there. They have a prebiotic.
I
They
was going
have
to ask you to talk on that. That's perfect. Yes.
yes. So they've got a prebiotic. They have your probiotics, and then there's postbiotics
All in one capsule?
all in one.
Oh, how cool is that? Okay.
So, and it's dual encapsulated. The reason for that is a lot of times when we take probiotics, most of it is destroyed in your stomach acid. Our stomach acid is like, battery acid. It's
Yeah.
there to kill live things trying to enter the body on purpose.
Yeah.
But we need those live cultures to actually get into the intestine where they can populate and help secure our gut lining, help create that good microbiome balance. And so, that gets disrupted. The microbiome gets disrupted from antibiotics, from taking things like Advil and Tylenol. It creates little fissures in there that's where leaky gut can come from. And so, when you have a good, intact, healthy microbiome, it just makes everything hum. And so, taking all of this together is like feeding your brain, feeding your heart, helping your arteries be clean,
Yeah.
giving your body the fuel so that it can repair. Because all day long and all night long, our body's trying to repair.
Yeah.
But usually it's doing it with an empty tank and it's just like trying to keep its head above water. With this, we can actually get ahead and move forward and repair. And so it's really
So, so cool. Okay. So while we're on the topic of probiotics, you mentioned that this has probiotics in it also. In what way?
so he incorporated the protein. It also has some enzymes and a little bit of probiotics for the absorption factor. So it's not everything you would need. That's why there's still that probiome complex, but it is formulated for that uptake into the body.
Got it.
So it's like it's to make this product work better. It has enough in there so that everything can transition in.
Nice. Did he happen to mention how in the heck they were able to make this stuff dissolve so easily? I literally just put it in the glass and I add some water like from my fridge and I just start going like this. I don't even have to get a spoon out and stir it. Like it just there's no clumps at all.
You know what? I have not asked him that, but I will. That is one of the things. Like when we tried it, I was thinking because we have two boys. And our teenagers don't eat the best. You try, but they're gonna reach for Doritos and Cheetos,
Yeah.
and all that stuff that you're like,
Yeah.
no. But with this, when we were trying it, I was like, if you didn't tell somebody there was vitamins and minerals and greens in here, I don't even
Right.
think they would know because you can't tell from the texture, you can't tell from the taste.
Correct. There's no powdery, there's no grit, nothing.
Yeah. So it's not chalky. Like, so I don't know how he did it, but I will ask him because that's a great question.
Yeah, well, and then I guess on that note too, like, how did he get it to taste so good? Vitamins don't taste good. Minerals usually don't taste good. How did he do that? It's amazing.
So that was last year. We have an event called Leadership, and they had different batches with different flavor profiles. And this was far and away the winner. Everybody was like, this light pineapple mango, it's tropical, it's fruity, but it's still light and it's not
Yes,
sweet, but it just tastes good. And so it was just the clear winner from day one.
love it. I know some people, I'll just use my mom as an example. She doesn't really like to drink water. She's always preferred like flavored water. And so that's why I had a glass of this last night before bed because I was just craving, I was thirsty and I just wanted to down, like gulp, gulp, gulp a bunch of water. And I'm like, you know what? This is so refreshing that it's like now my new favorite, like water drink.
And think of how good that is for you. I think that's what I'm so excited about. And like you talked about your body craving it, mine did as well. The first couple weeks, it was like come the afternoon, I was like, I want another one because like my body's looking for nutrition. It's not just looking for food I can find in the pantry. A lot of
Yeah,
times I think that we get hungry because our body's searching for nutrition.
for sure.
But then what we're feeding it, is it actually doing any good? We know when we take this, we have just done so much good. So I think like in the beginning, people may notice that they just crave it and want more than one a day. And I think that's okay because there's something that I just heard recently, and I thought it was such a cool phrase, and it's called ketchup contributions. And you can do that in your health. Like some people
Yeah.
don't start taking care of themselves until maybe they're in their 60s and above. And it says you have to do a little bit more catch-up contributions
Yeah.
because you haven't had that time span. So if we've been lacking nutrition for a majority of our life, there's a good chance we will want those catch-up contributions in the beginning. Your body is
Yes.
like, yes, please. This is what I've been looking for years. And
Yeah.
so maybe asking for more. And then once it gets caught up, then you might find, oh, one a day is fine. And I feel great. And
That is so cool. I love that analogy, just like a catch-up contribution for the IRS, like to your 401k. That's so funny. Yeah, no, what a great analogy. And that's definitely what's happening. Like, it is not like me to, want to take my vitamins and multiple times a day. So this is so cool. And like we started off, especially for the bariatric community, my own sister, she had the gastric bypass and she got quite sick a couple years ago because of lack of nutrition. And none of us understood what was going on. And then the doctors were like, did a blood profile and are like, holy crap, girl, like you. And so then she was on the hunt for liquid vitamins. And I don't think she ever found anything that she absolutely loved. So everybody that has had bariatric surgery or knows somebody that has, this is your liquid vitamin. You don't have to, it doesn't taste bad. You don't have to pop a pill or multiple pills. Oh, that's another thing with the pills. A lot of times they were like, take 3 or 4 of these 3 times a day. No way, man. It's hard enough to swallow pills, much less having to do it and remember and stay consistent with it. No more pills. And then I also wanted to ask you, so would it be safe to say, because this is what I have in my head, tell me if it's true, that between the packets and then the omegas and the probiotic pills that you were talking about, is that pretty much those 3 things? Like it covers all of our bases. So if somebody wanted to just buy the combo package, they would be set.
yep. Yeah, it literally, and the nice part is they have a program where it's the loyalty reward. So if this is your basis and that's what you use every month, you actually start accumulating points towards free stuff and it adds up. And so you can end up getting enough points that you can get other things that you need for free throughout the
Yeah.
year. But it's like, so
Right.
you're getting all this massive good nutrition delivered to you that has been like hearing what Alex put into this. Like, he's like, every ingredient was intentionally sourced, everyone. And not only because he wanted the ingredient in there, but the synergy of what they were all going to be doing together. And so that you're getting all that amazing nutrition. And instead of like getting our stuff at Whole Foods or GNC or somewhere where hopefully it's good quality, but they don't give you anything back for it. Like, you're getting all of this and you're going to end up starting to accumulate points that you get to use towards free stuff. It's a really generous
Right.
program because they want people living a healthy lifestyle. They want them to feel good. That's why they are in business. So it's put
Yeah.
together.
I love it. That is so wonderful. Yeah, so for myself, I was thinking like, well, there's only so much like, lavender essential oil I can use and so only so quickly. But finally for me, I found something that I can easily do an auto ship for because I believe in it and I'm excited about it and it tastes so good. And then like you say, those free points or points that you add up, you could buy something fun like something seasonal or a diffuser, or you could probably, I'm just guessing, but you could probably buy more of, what you're using every month too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Beth and I have put together a study. I'm going to post a link below in the show notes. And if anyone is interested in trying this, go ahead and fill out the form of the study. And it's just going to ask you some questions like, your present state of health. And then after trying this for 30 days, we'll send you the study again and you see the comparison. Like already in just a few days, I can definitely say it's giving me energy and my body is craving it. So we're really curious to see what the bariatric community and everybody else, of course, but specifically the bariatric patients will notice in just 30 days of trying this new amazing, highly absorbable product.
And I'm so excited about this whole idea because it's like 30 days is not that long, but I know that people are going to feel a difference just inside of 30 days. They'll probably start feeling a difference inside of the first week.
That was
And that is what I've always worked on with people, is teaching them to listen to their body. Our bodies are always speaking to us, and usually we wait to listen till it's really loud and uncomfortable because we're busy. So let's do something in reverse and let's just fill our body with goodness and see what the body is capable of doing. And you're going to notice like 30 days is just the beginning. So we turn over new blood cells every 90 days. So if
Mhm.
you're feeling good at that 30-day mark and you want to keep going, like in 3 months, you've kind of started to create a new body for yourself. It's not that long.
That's so
And this is not
true.
that expensive for the amount of nutrition that you're getting. Like if you went to try to go to the store and get all of these types of ingredients and fruits and vegetables, it would be a fortune. And so it's easy. You don't have to have a mess in your kitchen trying to juice everything. I used to do
Right.
that. It takes forever and the cleanup is awful. Like
Yes.
you don't have to do that all. It's fast, it's easy, which means people can actually do it in a busy lifestyle and feel and just like if we feel good, imagine how your body is feeling on the inside, like all the cells, the mitochondria, everything that's always trying to work for us that is like I feel like that's how the body is like, where have you been?
Yeah, the physical feeling good and the mental and emotional feeling good, like it's all together. And imagine, yeah, who we can be in 30 days or 90 days or next year. So yeah, this stuff is super powerful. I'm so happy that you came on to tell us all about it. And yeah, we will link in the show notes also a link where you can just go, it'll take you straight to doTerra's shopping cart. You can add or take away things as you please, but I'm just wanting to make it easy for people so that they can go ahead and sign up for the 30 days and try it out.
Nice, exciting.
So there was two other things I just thought of that I forgot to mention that I think are super fascinating. So one of them is when we are taking in any kind of supplement, one of the goals is bioavailability. That's how much of the product is absorbable by your body. That's something we've known about for a while. What I just learned about with this product is there's another factor called bioretention.
Oh,
And what that means is how long it's in your bloodstream for your body to be able to pull from. So
nice.
when they ran studies on this, they only ran it, they checked it up till the 8 hour mark. They didn't think of going any longer because nothing's ever lasted that long in the body, supplement wise. Most traditional ones are out in about 3 hours. And so like a traditional supplement, there's like a bell curve, and you can see you take it and you get this shot of nutrition. And then after an hour or two, it really falls off until like
Okay.
at 3 hours, there's basically nothing. So you have it in your body for a little bit, but then it's gone. And so anything that wasn't utilized by your body, you've just peed out expensive.
Maybe that's why they tell you to take pills multiple times throughout the day. Maybe. Sorry to cut you off.
So 8-hour mark, yes, it shot up in the beginning, and then it went down a slight bit, and then it just stayed. So at 8 hours, there was still 91% available in the bloodstream for the body to pull from.
That is really, really, really cool. That's
So
really cool.
that's why, because a lot of people ask what's the best time of day to take it. I'm like, take it in the morning, because as you're running through your busy day, it's like you've provided your body with this buffet of ingredients that it can pull from. It's toolbox. It's going to reach for different things as it's needed. Well, if it's only in your body for 2 to 3 hours, that's cool, but not as cool as if it is literally 91% still there at 8 hours. So all day long as you're running errands, running around, doing all the things we have to do, anytime your body needed one of those things, it was able to reach for it. And so the next test, they're going to now test it out to like the 12-hour mark and then the 16-hour mark just to see. But that was just fascinating to me.
That is absolutely fascinating. Thank you so much. Was there a second thing, or you already mentioned the two?
Okay. It's also really important. So the B vitamins in this are methylated. And so
good.
They estimate that like 40% of the population has that MTHFR gene mutation. I do as well. Some people think it's actually closer to 70%. Have it. And when you have that gene mutation like we do, we don't methylate Bs. And so when we take non-methylated ones, our body can't break it down. It actually becomes like more of a chore, and it's hard, and it can't even quite do it. So the Bs in here are already methylated. So for anybody with that gene mutation, it's fantastic. And I've also got the question, but what if I don't have that gene mutation? If you don't have it, it's still great for you, because yes, your body can methylate it, but it doesn't have to. And anytime we can take a job off our body's plate, that creates energy and time that it can be working on repairing other things, which is optimal. So that's a really great feature of it.
That's so, so cool. I'm actually annoyed that I just now found this out, because I just placed a reorder for 2 bottles of special methylated, folic acid, for this issue. So, but now I won't have to. That'll save me probably $30 a month right there. Cool.
Yeah. And that's another thing for people to think about. Like, you're getting your vitamins, your minerals, and your greens. There's liposomal vitamin C in there. That on its own is like $40 to $50. The methylated Bs, like, as you know, that's not cheap. So all of that, when you're thinking of, if you had to go source these and get good quality ones, you'd be spending way, way more than the $89 to get not even half of what's in here.
Yeah, that's awesome. Off the top of your head, do you know the price of the combo where you get the greens, the probiotics, and the omegas? If you don't, that's fine. I'm just curious. Okay. I know that the greens and the omega together, I think, is $5. So then the probiotics, probably just a little bit more than that. But yeah, so worth it. And like you said, you also get the points that add up, and it's way cheaper than if you were to buy all the things separately that make up this. Awesome. I'm so glad that we came back on to record that part. Thank you so much for sharing that.